niggas from the fold. Where you trying to go? We should slide into some holes. Alright, run it back, run it back. Alright, run it back. I'm Kane. Alright, I'm gonna jump in from there. Power juice. See me sipping on the power juice. See me sipping on the power juice. They see me sipping on the power juice. And they
Yo, what's up? My name's Van Adam Pierre. It's a very long name, and I go by the name of Kidd Adamz.
It's hard being black in a city like mine, where the sisters getting printed and the brothers doing time, and they expect another black one to fall in line. So I'm out here on my grind, getting money for the shine, cause I do it for the fam. Mama putting out a hand, wanna fill it with 100 grand, nigga. Do you understand? Music is the passion and the plan, niggas do it just to gain a lot of fans. Thank God.
What inspired me to make music really was just the ability to like be heard and be heard differently. I guess that was the main objective when I was young. I always see it as a way to connect with people, and a better way to connect with people rather than just speaking. So that was one of the things that influenced me to make music. It's crazy as hell. My song getting played on the radio right now. Hold on. And I could just say, I guess through the art in itself, and a lot of family members as influences, I kind of like had it built up, and then growing up, it just became a passion. So, that's one of the things that really influenced me to become an artist.
Do openings for artists coming up.
Oh, see, I was
got
just
in Miami.
I was just talking about. I thought y'all was just talking about that Orlando show.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about, and he was like, "Yo, let's talk about."
My name's Greg Flermay. I'm one of the co-founders of Fweago Entertainment and Fweago Production Studio. I come up with a lot of the marketing plans and basically projects that we're gonna work on.
You sold records to a big
7 sounds. I can do that though. That's music for me. Just make those sounds. Each of those sounds.
It's the same dollar with
Whether it's music or garments, fashion, production, whatever it is, I help execute it from A to Z.
You gotta understand, you're giving it to people. You're giving it to people, you gotta watch it how they look at it, Johnny, man.
Fweago for the first time in high school. Really weird situation how we first got acquainted with each other, but we're from the same area, so we ended up bumping into each other about 2 to 3 years later, and talked a lot, had a lot of the same comment perspective on things, especially business and art and music. So we ended up linking together and starting Fweago. I heard about Kidd Adamz through the internet. Seen a video of his that he was featured on with some other local artists, and I always followed up with them. And then a videographer that we work with named Raw Image one day told me he was working with an artist named Kidd Adamz, and I was intrigued by it because I seen his videos online. So I went out to the video shoot with Raw Image one day and officially met Kidd Adamz, and he was a cool young kid, and then invited him over to the studio, and I really liked his sound. It was a very unique sound initially, and he was young when I met him. I believe he was about 16 or 17 when I met him, and he had a very unique sound. He was very well experienced. He had a good studio ethics for a young 16, 17-year-old kid, as if he's been in the studio for more than 16, 17 years already. But ever since I was young, I always wanted to be some sort of businessman, and I always had I always was intrigued about how artists became famous as well. I just never knew how the two would intertwine.
Breaking the door. Give me the money, we'll take it and go. Kids with no conscience of mine. Only feel money and power this time. Only respect can allow it to shine. Only these tests can devour your mind. Reach for that weapon, you out of your mind. But won't pull it, that trigger, you out of your mind.
My name is Fweago Entertainment. I'm one of the co-founders of Fweago Production and Fweago Entertainment. The way me and Greg met, well, it was like a little awkward situation in high school, but you know, we grew past all of that. Then I got into business after high school, and then one day he came over with a friend of mine, and he said some like inspiring things to me and my business partner at the time, and I looked at him like, you know, I guess I'm not gonna assume that you were who I thought you were in high school, you know, let's let things grow. And after that, it was just, he just randomly always popped up when I met up with my homeboy Mark, so it's like he was just there. Any and everything, you know, this thing, you know. And this is where I work, you know, the RFP spot. It's just a lot of dead people, you know, but this is another reason to be grateful at sometimes, you know, because some people, they wake up with a negative mood, but not realizing, like, you gotta wake up on a positive mood, because I gotta come here when I come to work. So knowing that, you know, this is an RFP spot, you have no choice but to wake up on a positive, like, side of life, because you could have been dead, you know, you could have been on a shirt, it could have been whatever, but any opportunity to wake up on the positive side, which is hard, just try. Trust me, it's gonna be the best feeling. It starts your day off perfect, you know. Camera guy, you know, and little brother Brandon, Raw Image, you know, he was always come around and tell me, yo, there's this kid you should listen to. He's real dope, you know, and you know, he's real dope. That's all he would tell me. Then one day he gave me a CD and tell me, listen to this CD, and I told him, I got you. And you know, took my time. Then finally, one day I prayed. I asked God for a sign, and the only thing that was in the room that was new was that CD. So when I put it in the, you know, I put it in the computer, the sounds that came out was just like shocking, because I was like, whoa, like I fell in love with his music instantly. So I said, yo, God, I need an artist like this. If you can bless me with an artist like this, I promise I will be like on the go, ready, just more inspired, you know. And blessings came, and he came through. I'm not saying he's the golden child, but when it comes to like seeing artist development, and if it's an artist that surrounds you and you're watching how he grows, half of that growing has to do with you, you know, because it comes from like what he's seen, what he's experiencing, what, you know, a lot of that growing comes from you. So when good music is flowing out of someone, it's because he's around a good environment.
Look in the mirror, tell me, nigga, do you think you a star? Or are you trying to front this image for the money and bras? So many people saying, kid, they gon' come for you, watch. But why should I?
Hey, this dude trying to figure out who's in here.
I know a lot of kids who do this shit and come from the lot.
That Rolo Gang?
The music niggas get them flowing. Ain't nothing wrong with making music.
What sets me apart from most of the young music industry right now, if I could be honest, is the connection I have with a lot of the people I meet. You know, like, I guess you don't often run into somebody who produces their own music or writes their own lyrics or, you know, mixes their own music. And not just saying that's it, but that's exactly what I'm focused on, you know what I'm saying? And to, you know, learn so much from the people I'm around and learn so much from what I know I want to do, you know, the path I'm trying to take, learning from that alone, is, I know definitely what I'll be and what I'll end up as. But what sets me apart truly and genuinely is just the vibe I have or I bring with people. Like, I don't think there's a lot of people that met a type of character like I am. And with that being said, like, you don't just meet somebody who's willing to have a regular conversation with you no matter what you are. If you're short or black or tall and white, it don't matter. Like, you never met somebody who's willing to, you know, find out what you're into or find out what you do to help. And if I can find a way to influence you, if you have a way to influence me, I'll let you know that, or I'll tell you what I know that can influence. You know what I'm saying? And all I really know is what's gonna set me apart from a lot of people is a power to bring people together.
What's up? Roll call.
Yo, too legit in this shit, man.
Fweago. Roll call. It's your boy Ace Amino 1115, Fweago Squad. You already know from my nigga Johnny.
You already know, man. It's your boy Cool Cat, FGS, baby.
We going to Houston, Texas or Austin, Texas? Chattanooga.
So this trip to Texas was like, for me it was kind of unplanned, but it was great because we got a lot done out there, I could say. And It was great, man. Like the bonding I had with the team I was with, it was amazing. Like we did probably the most we could for one trip to Texas for about 3 days. We did a lot. G made sure we had a publicist to get the music out there. We had USBs, CDs, book bags. We had merchandise. P made sure we had clothes to wear while I was out there. I'm talking about with the brand and all. Like we went hammer with it, and just that whole energy and the vibe that we had when we was out there was perfect, man.
Niggas quit to hate you when they losing, but when they had their moment, I was prudent. Yeah, man, I was prudent. But now I'm coming up, they hear the music.
When you listen to the music that I make as a, me as a person, as an artist combined, you'll know that what I'm saying and how I present my music, it's only to comfort and empathize with the people that I'm trying to connect with. So those people that listen to my music and they're connecting with me, they always feel what I'm trying to present because they understand or they're going through it. So you know what I'm saying? Just the fact that I can connect with one person and make them feel what I'm feeling or how I'm feeling, that right there is power enough for me to know that I can do that with 1 million other people or 10 million other people or even 1 billion people, depending on how far I'm going. I'm willing to go to connect with that many people.
He said, yo, even in your mouth, you ain't got no Tic Tac. Can't promise.
Alright, man. Hey, you didn't give up on it, baby. Alright?
So just being able to relate to them and connect with them and them hearing it and them feeling the emotion that I felt when I was writing it, that's right there is powerful enough, and I can say that's what sets me aside from a lot of the different songs right now.
Put time on that clock, hustling. That's all I know. If I end up in jail, then the grind might just stop. So I'm ducking and dodging and hiding from cops. That's every day when you grinding like us. Summer too hot, they'll be locked in that cell. So nigga fuck bail out one time and that drop up a work in that booth and put work in that street. Work for producers, then I work with these. Breaking cribs and get the loot and I'm out. Aim at niggas, only shoot if they bounce. Same niggas I was kicking in those would end up being what I used